Whether you're raising backyard chickens, diving deep into the science of avian health, or just obsessed with all things feathered and eggs, you're in the right place. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Jennifer, your host. And today we've got an episode packed with everything you need to know about what we did in 2024 and what's coming in 2025.
From expert tips to fascinating facts, we're here to help you become the ultimate poultry pro. It's time to get nerdy about poultry. If you're a poultry enthusiast, whether you're just starting your flock or a seasoned pro, you've got to check out Poultry Nerds. It's the ultimate online community for anyone who loves chickens, ducks, geese, and everything in between. But did you know that we also have a classified section?
That's right. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade poultry, equipment, or feed, the Poultry Nerds Classifieds is the place to be. You'll find listings from breeders, farmers, and hobbyists who know their stuff. Maybe you need a rare breed of chicken, a new coop, or even someone to help you with a poultry problem. Chances are you'll find it here. PoultryNerds.com.
Today, we're going to talk about last year. What happened?
As a lot happened in 2024.
Episode is going to come out on the 2nd of January.
Mm-hmm.
And our first episode ever came out on January the 9th of 24. It's really
even been a year.
Yeah, I mean, barely. Yeah, you're right at it. So who would have ever thought, fast forward almost a year, we put out 50 episodes. Look, when we started, you were like, hey, let's do this. And I was like, what, get together and talk about some chickens? All right, I can do that. No clue how to edit audio. We didn't even know how to get it from us having a conversation to the computer, much less getting it on iTunes.
Well, I still
And
don't
here we
know.
are.
That's all you.
Well,
So just a glimpse into the behind the scenes stuff. Carrie has just now allowed me to enter StreamYard as an admin because I can see the message. You let me hit the record button for the first time, like what?
yeah, I mean, yeah, almost a couple months.
And then my side of it is to get people to come on and talk chickens or quail or turkeys.
Yeah.
We've done ducks too.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I mean, we've had some people that were animal nutritionists for like forever, longer than a lot of our listeners have been alive. To think one of your favorite episodes was the anesthesiologist.
Yes. Yes. And I came across him on accident. He's probably sorry he ever ordered birds from me.
But I mean, like, that episode was so cool. I mean, I couldn't say a whole lot. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, it does what?
We're there when we recorded it.
That was an amazing episode.
Yeah, I had a whole outline and that just flew out the window because I was just so engrossed with what he was talking about. I would say that's been our most informational for me.
I can see that.
Yeah. We've had Rick Stalvey on. He's a Hall of Famer now, isn't he?
Yeah, I went to the Ohio National this past year, and they started doing this thing where they recognize people that have contributed a lot to the poultry hobby, and actually have some pictures on my phone where he was given a really beautiful looking plaque that, when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. That to me was a cool moment, him being a friend of mine. So that was fun.
Mm-hmm. That is your favorite.
So one of the ones that was my favorite episode or my favorite person?
Okay, let's do person first.
Okay, I may hijack this. I don't know, but I gotta say, sometimes I find myself calming my brain down by scrolling on TikTok and looking at people's videos because I find humor in some people's some of the stuff they post. Yeah, it is what it is. And there's this lady that is green haired lady on TikTok that had all these crazy cuss word videos that are like about chickens. And, she talks about a lot of the stuff that you see in some of the chicken groups where people pretend to be experts and they really don't know the front end of a chicken from the back end and, stuff like that. And I watched a lot of this lady's videos and I'll never forget when you said, "Oh, we're going to be recording with Savannah." And I'm like, "Who the crap is
Who?
that?" And you said, "I mean, you spend more time on TikTok than I do. She's got a big following on TikTok." I was like, "Okay." And then you sent me her like a link to her profile. And I was like, "Oh, this
Green
lady's
haired lady.
hilarious." The green haired lady. So that, she's probably one of the more entertaining because, she doesn't pretend to be any kind of a chicken expert or anything like that. She just talks chicken and keeps it real.
Yeah, she's
It's
entertaining. She's funny.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, my favorite guest has to be Michelle with the devil bird. Of course, now I know they're crevivores. But I don't think that Carrie got to say much because me and Michelle just got to laughing. And I mean, we just really hit it off. If she lived close to me, we'd be a mess together. So we just,
I could
we just,
I could see that because y'all's personalities are so similar.
I did not know that the devil bird, I called them the devil birds, but I truly did not know what those were until we met her.
I mean, I could see that, Bo, because of the hair that they have. It's just like,
No, it's
there.
their
I mean, there
tail.
could be
Their
horn.
tail.
I, but there could be horns under there.
If
Like
only people could see us like our hand just
I don't. Now I will say this: there's Michelle and there's Sue, and both have become really good friend of mine and friends of yours as well. And we love them, and they are extremely passionate about the crafts. So, you know, we're not knocking that, don't get me wrong, but if you look at a standard crab, you'll understand why Jennifer says devil birds. I mean, there could be horns up under there. I mean, you just don't know.
all right. So we did favorite people. Now, which one was your favorite episode?
So spending 20 years of my life in information technology, it had to be Scammers on the Homestead. And I've actually had a lot of people reach out to me since that and send me screenshots of some of the BS that people are sending them to continue scamming. Like, come on, folks, you're trying to scam chicken people. Like, we don't have a lot of money. We have a lot of feed bills. So, if you're going to scam somebody, go after the rich people who will just write it off their taxes and be done. Like, but that was one of my favorites because number one, a lot of people told me about how it helped them because they get some of those, whether it be the infamous your subscription to Norton antivirus has been renewed automatically. Click here to cancel. Me personally, that particular scam, I know somebody that said, I don't have Norton antivirus. I have something else. So they called that number. And after connecting with a live agent, holding up my air quotes, they actually lost a little over $150,000 in cash out of their bank account. Yeah. So that one, that really hit home because I know people personally that have had that happen. So that was one for me that I like doing.
Well, I like
What
them
about you?
all. I like them all. If I don't
That's
want to talk
so
about it, I'm not
generic.
going to talk about it. I know, but it's all
But Jennifer, let me stop you right there.
what?
That falls into the same category as people that will write a post on Facebook and then like it. Like, come on.
I like my
If you
post.
don't, you should like it. Otherwise, you shouldn't have posted it. Like that's
Yeah,
what some of my kids will do. That they'll do this post, and it's like this all it'll be wonderful gooey thing, and it's they put their heart into it, and the first person that likes it's them, and I'm like, I asked one, I said, Irie, why did you like that post that you posted of all of us at Christmas? Like you posted it, you should like it. But you know how it is.
gotta get the
So,
like. No. So let's talk about what our listeners' favorite episode was. The most downloaded.
the most downloaded, the
Incubation.
most yes.
Y'all
If
love the
you if,
incubation. There's two of
like
them.
if you look, because I'm actually on the site as we're recording, and all time incubating hatching eggs.
By a lot.
But I mean, let's be honest, Jennifer. Who don't like that chirping noise?
I know. I took some breasts out of the hatchet today.
Everybody loves it. You know what we should do? We should actually, at some point in this year, go and think about all the things that we've tried over the past year to get our processes better. And we should re-record that. But with one caveat,
What?
one caveat, got to put a microphone inside the hatcher and get the sounds.
That could be our intro music, chirping.
Yes. Challenge accepted. That's what I'm
Okay.
doing.
All right,
I'm
you do
gonna
that. You're a tech guy.
yeah.
Okay, so what else have we done? What else did we do at the end? We launched our website.
Well, I was gonna say I can't really say like we because I might have like tossed out some ideas and you know, I guess been like the consultant, but you have poured a ton of work into that website. People can go to that website. You've loaded all of our past podcasts on there. Like you've done all that kind of stuff. Um, the classified sections where like legit people that we know post stuff on there. I mean, you put a lot of work into that.
I have. I'm trying to get it all loaded up before breeding season because everything's going to go screeching halt here in a couple months, and I won't have time to do anything. But the classified sections, I'm super, super excited about because you can just go there and hopefully find what you need without worrying about scammers on Facebook.
Yeah, because I mean, I see it all the time. I was talking to Rip earlier today about we were putting together an article about scammers on Facebook, and look, a lot of the breeds. If you're looking for a particular breed and you're going to spend $150, $250 on a dozen eggs, talk to the person. Like hear their voice, talk to them. Ask them to send you a copy of their NPIP. And I'll say this, and Jennifer, you may look at it different. But if somebody asks you to see your MPIP and you refuse, that to me is a red flag because it has no personal information on it that somebody can't simply go to the MPIP database and look it up and find.
Mhm.
But if you,
You're gonna
if
take us down a rabbit hole, and we're just trying to have fun. Rabbit
Well, I'm
hole. We
sorry.
get stuck in rabbit hole. Rascally rabbit.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, we're rabbit hole people. What about the
The other
feedback system?
thing,
Can't be that.
yeah, like we've got that going. We've actually had a few submissions. Got some from a feed that's oddly made in California, but only sold in Hawaii. And we got some others that we put on there. And I do appreciate the people that have found that. I love a good challenge. And I've worked with Jeff on some of those feed tags to make sure that he has taught me a lot over the years about poultry nutrition and other animal nutrition. And so, we're able to help people figure that out. And there's another section on there that I'm proud of because there's a lot of fake ones out there, but it's the breed club. Like there's a page that you put together that is a list of legitimate breed clubs. Cause like for Rhode Island Reds, for example, if you search for that, you're going to find 2, 3, 4 different ones. But I mean, we know the vice president of the Rhode Island Red Club of America. And so that's where we got the information from. So that's on there.
Yep. So if you guys want to go to our Facebook page, if you're in a breed club, send us the information, the link, and I will happily add it. We were told that that stuff is on the APA website already, which I did not know, but it's not, it may not be updated regularly. So I'm going to actually start there and start making sure that that's good information and move it over to our website. So, so what are we doing in 2025? We ready? We done with 2024 now? We ready to move on?
I think that's it for 2024.
Yeah. Okay. What are we doing in 2025?
Oh boy.
Quail.
Okay. So this is the Poultry Nerds podcast, and we're creating the nerdiest place, period. The nerdiest place. In 2025, there's going to be a library.
And what library?
I mean, it doesn't get any nerdier than that, right? What's going to be there?
Me. Okay. So I have this vision. Of course, you guys are going to have to bear with me because we got to get through breeding season. But we're going to put all kinds of information on there that you can reference, like if you have 2-week-old chicks, what to do with them. If you have this breed, what you can do with them. We're bringing in breeders of certain breeds, and they're going to contribute. We're going to put turkeys on there. The Livestock Conservancy has given us their information to upload to our website all about turkeys. So you're just going to be able to go there and reference whatever you need, hopefully.
Now, I will say this. I got to give this important caveat. There are some sites out there that are absolutely amazing. But for a person that has ADHD, the amount of pop-up will drive you crazy. And it makes it really hard for you to find the data that you're actually looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal with the Poultry Nerds website is to keep it pop-up ad-free. So it's clean. Go there, find what you want, get what you need, But I will can say this: it's not cheap. So if you would like to consider advertising on the classifieds, those aren't expensive. I mean, they're how much are they?
$5.
$5. You want to put something in classified? Like $5.
Yeah.
Or you can sponsor a podcast. We've got that option available too. But those little doing that little bit helps offset the cost, and we'll appreciate it.
Hmm. Yeah, we're
What
not going
else
to
is
become
coming?
millionaires doing this. We're going to be doing a newsletter.
Yeah,
Yeah. We have
tell
Alexander
us.
Doss from Stellar Game Birds is going to start writing articles for our newsletter. It's going to come out monthly.
Well, don't she like writes for a living too, right?
She does. She does. She writes for Backyard Chicken Magazine
So there you go.
and some other things. Yeah. So she's going to do our newsletter for us. So y'all need to go to the website and sign up for the newsletter so you can get all this information. All right. You ready for the biggest announcement?
Can you hear the drummer roll?
Oh yeah, quail mania.
Yes. It's
So
David's
like,
idea. He made us do it.
okay, I'll say this: it's kind of funny because when people ask me, well, where did poultry nerds come from? That idea actually came from your son because
Mm-hmm.
he said that we sounded like a couple nerds talking about. So poultry nerds kind of fit. And then your husband says that we need to do quail mania.
He loves wrestling.
I'm supportive that your family is enablers, but I really think that this quail mania thing is going to be amazing.
Okay, so tell him what it is.
Quail mania it's going to be on a Saturday. We have had 11 of the top breeders in the quail world do a video where they talk about their specialty, what they're known for. Whether we're not going to name names, right? We're going to keep it a surprise.
Yeah, we're not ready to name names just yet.
We're not naming names yet, but we have one person that knows a ridiculous amount about quail genetics.
Mm-hmm.
That person's doing a presentation. We have another person that knows an insane amount about incubating.
Mm-hmm.
That person has a video presentation put together. Let's see. What are some of the other ones that we have?
Well, you're doing feed. We'll go ahead and put that one there. You're doing nutrition.
That's just me talking about, how to feed them.
We have somebody talking about how to make money with quail.
Yep. People talking about how to make money with quail, which, for some people it could be, hey, I love quail and I just want somebody else to pay my feed bill.
So
To
all 11 of these people come together February 15th. Okay. It's a 3-day
Is it the
weekend.
15th?
Yes, the 15th. It's on my calendar.
That's close. Yeah. That is a Saturday.
We're 6 weeks away. This is
So basically, people have time for February 14th, Friday night, to go out. Yep. Got to take your significant other out. And then Saturday, if you do a really good job taking your significant out and treating them the way you should on Valentine's Day, come Saturday, they're not going to care that you sit and watch videos on Quail Mania all day.
Gosh, I hope not. We want you to be
That
there.
would, that'd be an easy way to get away with it.
We're also going to have the speakers live in a Facebook group, and you can ask questions. What about
so
that?
you can watch the videos. The videos are gonna be live. Well, they're gonna show live on Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel, for the non-Facebook people. But we're creating a group that you'll be added into if you want to be, where you can go in and the presenters will be there and you can ask them questions. So, like the one that does a video specifically about brooding, you got questions about brooding? Boom, perfect chance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, all that information is going to be on poultrynerds.com. And I hope to have that page finished by the time you guys are listening to this.
All
I'm
right.
excited. I'm
I'm
excited.
excited too. I think it's going to be fun. I really I have enjoyed the people that I've got to meet this past year. I've enjoyed the topics that we've talked about. I've learned a lot myself in doing the research for some of the topics. Like it's been a really good thing. And I'm super curious, how 2025 is going to turn out.
Well, we chose to do this at the beginning of the year. So you guys to get all of the information that you need to start spring breeding off with a bang. And I hope it works. I hope everybody's listening is there. All right. That's a wrap for today's episode of Poultry Nerds.
Thanks for tuning in and geeking out with us on all things poultry. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, rate, leave a review wherever you listen to your podcast. It'll help others discover the show.
Also, don't forget to follow us on social media and visit our website for more poultry tips, resources, and upcoming episodes. Until next time, keep those chickens happy and healthy and stay nerdy.